So. Mukam karoti vachalang pangung langayate girin yat kripa tangahang vande Shri Gurun dinataranam Om Agyanatimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militangina Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare So, Hare Krishna. We are coming to the last part of the first part of the seminar, which is about Tulasi care and worship. First question to you, anything still unanswered about cooking for the Lord, cooking standards, kitchen standards or offerings? Yes, Jai Gopinath Mataji. Burfi. That this is prepared by first initiates. It depends on the standard of the temple. If the temple allows only brahmanas to cook, then this is like already approaching the fire, which would not go under that category. The first initiates, for example, when the paneer is made, they can do the sandesh. Yeah, but they should then not approach the fire. But this is something which needs to be discussed amongst the authorities of each temple. Yeah, the head cook or the head pujari with the temple president. What should be the standard? Should we have only brahmanas approaching the fire, or should we allow first initiates to do something on the fire? This is individual according. Each temple has a different, according to the manpower availability. Yeah. If enough brahmanas are there, then just go with brahmanas. If there is a lack of brahmanas, then you can consider to allow first initiates also to approach the fire for certain activities, where no grains are involved, for example, which is a little lighter. Yeah. I never heard like that, but yeah, it would need to be discussed with the temple authorities. Yeah. Okay. Any other questions on that topic? No. Okay. So Tulsi Devi is extremely important. Adding in the offering, it is said that Krishna is not accepting even water where there is no tulsi leaf in it. Yeah. Lord Chaitanya was called to appear just by Advaita Acharya worshipping a Shalagram Shila with a little bit of offering of Ganga Jal, Ganga water and some tulsi leaves. Lord Chaitanya felt, or Krishna felt, pulled to appear in the form of Lord Chaitanya. There are different stories also about the potency of Tulsi Devi. Like one Brahmana came a little bit on a bad path. He neglected his Brahminical activities, and he had some farmland, and on that land also tulasis were growing, wild tulasis. And he promised to give one tulsi plant to one of his neighbors. And it so came, he went to the field, he digged out one of the tulsi plants, and the Yamadutas were around because the time of his death appeared. And there was a cobra. They wanted to send a cobra to bite him. And they told to the cobra, now go and bite him, it's time for him to leave the body. But the cobra could not, because the so-called Brahmana was in the association of Tulsi Maharani, Tulsi Devi. Yeah? And she was protecting him. There was a pure Vaishnavi along with that Brahmana, so nobody could do him some harm. He packed the Tulsi in his bag, and unseen by the Brahmana, also the cobra went into the bag. I don't know how that happened, because then the bag becomes quite heavy. Anyhow, he carried the bag home, and the Yamadutas always told to the cobra, bite him, bite him. But the cobra said, I cannot. No, Tulsi Devi is here. And then at one point, the Brahmana realized what's going on, that there is a cobra, and that it was supposed to be the last day of his being alive in the body, that he had to actually leave the body. And he regretted. He regretted deeply his misdeeds and his wrongdoings. And the Yamadutas, they gave him a second chance. Told him, okay, you can continue if you promise to follow your Brahminical duties. And he did so, and he lived for a few more years peacefully, following his Brahminical standards, until he naturally left his body. There was an incident. My spiritual master is very perceptible for subtle beings, and once he visited the home of a couple, godbrothers of mine. They lived near a graveyard. And he told to them in the night he was visited by many unembodied souls from the graveyard who could not find peace. Sometime later he came again to the same couple, and after the night he was amazed. He said, it was peaceful, nothing going on. What happened? And they told him they invited Tulsi Devi. She's now residing in their house. They are taking care of her. And Tulsi chased away all the negative energies, purified the atmosphere. We are therefore also asked to wear Tulsi neck beads. It is said we are not going to face the Yamadutas when we are always in contact with Tulsi Maharani. So who actually is Tulsi Devi? How comes that she is such an important personality? Who is she in the spiritual world? And how comes she is appearing on this planet in the form of a plant? We don't need so much light today. Thank you, thank you. So Tulsi Devi in the spiritual world is Brinda Devi, a very, very dear friend of Srimati Radharani. In fact, so dear to Srimati Radharani that Radharani gave her dominion over her kingdom. And she even called it according to Brinda Devi. Brinda Van. Van means forest of Brinda Devi. Yeah? the forest of Brindadevi. This is the place most dear to Radha and Krishna. And Brindadevi even gives us the back entry door practically to the spiritual world. If we worship her, she allows us to enter Vrindavan. So this is practically our entry key, yeah? The worship of Tulsi Maharani. Now, what is her task in the spiritual world? She is not one of the Ashta Sakhis. Ashta means 8. Sakhis are girlfriends. There are 8 close girlfriends of Srimati Radharani. This is Lalita, Vishakha, Chitra, Indulekha, Gopi or Priya, I don't know. Champaklata. Then we have Rangadevi, Sudevi, Tungavidya. Yeah? These are the 8 close girlfriends of Srimati Radharani. There's no Brindadevi. Yeah? Brindadevi has another position. She is very dear and near and close to Srimati Radharani. No need to be in the group of the 8 close girlfriends. She has also a very special service. She is the assistant of, or the student of Purnamasi. Yeah? Purnamasi is the personification of Yoga Maya. Yoga Maya is the bewildering potency in the spiritual world who makes even Krishna forget that he is God. Yeah? If he would know that he is God, then how the sweet pastimes of Yashoda Damodar could take place? How he could be afraid his mother is binding him if he would know that he is God? Yeah? Although he is displaying his godly nature by not allowing his mother to bind him, yeah? Just few days ago she bound a little rope around his wrist, and the rope was not longer than a ribbon which she was wearing around her hand. But now when she wants to bind Damodar, she connects rope after rope after rope after rope, and it's not long enough to bind her Damodar. There we see how Krishna as Damodar dispels his majesty. Even in the sweet realm of Vrindavan, he's dispelling his opulence, his Aishwarya Bhav, just to play a little bit around, yeah? But actually he doesn't know that he is God. He is crying real tears when Mother Yashoda is running after him with a stick. So this is by the influence of Yoga Maya. Yeah? She's bewildering all of the inhabitants. She is bewildering also Mother Yashoda. She's not considering her Lala as God. No, he needs to be chastised. Otherwise, what will become out of him if he is treated as God, and bowing down and is allowed to do any mischievous? No, he has to be chastised also. So, this is the seva, the task of Purnamasi. Now, when the same bewildering is taking place between Radha and Krishna, then Brindadevi comes on the scene. Yeah? When there are bewilderments in other rasas, not only Madhurya ras, like when there is a bewilderment in Vatsalya ras or Sakya ras, then Purnamasi is on the place, giving instructions. But if there is bewilderment between the Sakhis and Krishna, then Brindadevi comes. This is her part. And she has messengers. She has a huge number of papagei? Parrots, yeah, parrots, yeah, these green parrots with the red beak. They are everywhere. They are the spies. They go and they look, where is the divine couple now? What are they doing? Where is Krishna? And they report to Brinda Devi. Where is Radha? And they report to her. Where is Chandravali? This is the cousin sister of Radharani. But she is in a rivalrous mood to Radharani, opposite mood. Yeah. They always have a fight. Radharani is extremely unhappy if she detects Krishna having a meeting with Chandravali instead of with her. Sometimes he is late for the meeting with Radharani because he spent time with Chandravali, but this is not because he loves her more than Radharani, it's just to tease Radharani a little bit. Yeah? Sometimes it's too much for Radharani, and then she's getting in her man and she's not even looking at Krishna. There Brinda Devi is coming on the scene, and with her spies she finds out where is the divine couple, where is Chatila, the mother-in-law, who is always like the Spielverderber. What is this in English? The destroyer of the game. Yeah. So, yeah. Like this, Brinda Devi is well informed. Brinda Devi is always few steps ahead of the divine couple because she is doing the arrangements. Brinda Devi has many cellar like go downs in Vrindavan, so caves where she is storing whatever she needs. There are music instruments, there are like clothes, fresh clothes, there are drinks and cookings, there is decoration material, like we have in Golokadam, a room for decoration. Brinda Devi has many of these places, and they are orderly. Ours is a little bit disordered. They are very orderly, yeah. So, and Brinda Devi, wherever she is, she can just go to one of these go-downs, take what she needs, and she arranges another kunj. A kunj is like a little forest where the divine couple meet and have their pastimes. So this is Brinda Devi's task. She is the pastime potency, of the Lord. Now how comes that she appears in the material world as a plant? Once it so happened that an expansion of Brinda Devi, who is called Tulsi Manjari, not the known Tulsi Manjari which is in his form as a devotee Raghunath Das Goswami. He is also Tulsi Manjari in his spiritual form. There is another Tulsi Manjari who was on the swing with Krishna. And Radharani finds the two together on the swing, and she's upset. How comes that you dare to be with my Shyam on the swing? Usually Radharani is not acting in this way. Usually she is bringing all the devotees to Krishna. She wants to connect everyone with Krishna. But on that particular moment she was upset. And she cursed Tulsi Manjari to appear in the material world. And then Sudam came. Sudam is a very dear cowherd boyfriend of Krishna. And he was in love with Tulsi Manjari. And when he heard that Tulsi Manjari had to go to the material world, he became upset on Radharani, that Radharani cursed his girlfriend to go to the material world. And he spoke some bad words about Radharani. And Radharani heard that. And immediately she cursed him also. You follow. You also go to the material world. And then Sudam became very sad. And then there is a very sweet incident. Krishna comes to pacify Sudam, and he says, Sudam, don't worry. You know, this pastime in the material world is just for a few seconds. I just turn around, and when I turn back, you are again here. But meanwhile, in the material world, some 600,000 years have passed. But anyhow, for us, it's pacifying, no? It's just a fraction of a second we are absent, and then we are okay. So Sudam also appeared on planet Earth together with Tulsi Manjari. Tulsi Manjari came as Tulsi Devi. Her name was Tulsi Devi. She was very austere personality, very devoted to Lord Vishnu all her life. Sudam appeared as a demon. Shankachuda was his name. They met as destiny arranged. They married. They became a couple. And Shankachuda was terrorizing the universe like anything. He wanted to become the main one, the controller over the whole material universe. All the demigods, after some time, they became afraid of him, so much that they went to Brahma and asked Lord Brahma, please protect us from Shankachuda. And Brahma said, I cannot. I cannot do so because Shankachuda is protected by the chastity of his wife. Please, you go to Shiva, you ask him for help. They went to Shiva, ask, please Lord Shiva, you need to help us. Shankachuda is terrorizing the whole universe. Shiva said, I'm sorry, I cannot help you. Because Shankachuda is protected by the chastity of his wife. Because she is so sincerely worshipping Lord Vishnu and following all rules and regulations of a devoted wife. By her doing all of that, following Dharma, Dharma is protecting her and her husband. Nobody can do harm to them. You go to Vishnu, you ask Vishnu. And Vishnu said, okay, I will help you. And he devised a cruel plan. He went to the house of Tulsi Devi while a war was going on between Lord Shiva, the demigods on one side, and Shankachuda with his army on the other side. Tulsi Devi was thinking her husband is engaged in warfare. But then, in the evening, she heard a knocking at the door. And she was thinking, oh, my husband is coming back from the war. And he must have been successful. So she went, opened the door, and welcomed her husband. It was Vishnu, disguised as her husband, but she did not recognize. And they spent the night together. And that was the moment when Tulsi Devi broke her chastity. And in that moment, Lord Shiva beheaded Shankachuda. And as a proof that her husband had died, Shiva sent the head of her husband to Tulsi Devi. And in the morning, Tulsi Devi understood, my God, with whom did I spend the night? My husband is dead here. And she understood this is Vishnu. But it was actually her beloved Lord who played that trick on her. And then she cursed Vishnu. She told him, because you acted in such a cruel way, you must have a heart like a stone. Therefore I curse you. And by her power of chastity, she had the strength to curse even Vishnu. She said, you will become a stone. And Lord Vishnu became what we known nowadays as the Shalagram Shila. And with the power of her chastity, Tulsi Devi ignited a fire in herself and burned herself on the place where she was, and on the spot, to ashes. And out of the ashes, the Tulsi plant grew. Yeah? And the Tulsi is always supposed to be together with Vishnu, with the Shalagram Shila. They always go together. It is said that also the holy river Gandaki in Nepal is a manifestation, an expansion of Tulsi Devi. In this way, Vishnu, in the form of the Shalagram Shila, which is only found in the Kali Gandaki in Nepal, nowhere else, only there, and in the form of the river, Tulsi Devi is always in association with Vishnu. This was her strongest desire, to always be together with her beloved Lord, and in that sense that became realized. And the plant was then further worshipped as Tulsi Devi. Yes. And from there, from this story, we understand that Tulsi Devi is non-different from Brinda Devi, and that when we worship Tulsi Devi, we are directly worshipping Brinda Devi, who is there, a very important personality of the spiritual world, who can grant us entry into the spiritual world, who is even so merciful that when we walk around her, Yanikani Chapapani Brahmahatya Dikanicha, Tanitani Pranakshanti Pradakshina Pade Pade. By each step, when we circumambulate Tulsi Devi, she is diminishing the reactions on our past misdeeds, even the reaction of having killed a Brahmana, which is one of the worst and heaviest sins we can perform. This is the power of Tulsi Devi. And each morning we are watering Tulsi Devi. And a meditation is, we are watering her and we pray, please Tulsi Devi, we water you, but you please water our Bhakti Lata plant. Yeah. Govinda Vallabham Devim Bhakti Chaitanya Karinim Snapayami Chagatatring Krishna Bhakti Pradainim. This is the mantra we can speak when we water her. Yeah? You are Govinda Vallabha, you are very dear to Govinda. I give you a bath, and you please give me Krishna Bhakti. This is the meditation we can have. And Srila Prabhupada, he gave the worship of Tulsi Devi, which is actually very, very exalted, very, very special. In that song, what we sing every morning, we ask Brinda Devi to please allow us to be her eternal servant, Koronicha Dasi, yeah, and not eternal, her close, her own. Otherwise it would be her Nitya Dasi. Sometimes we hear devotees sing Nitya Dasi, her own servant in the spiritual world. Very, very confidential, very, very sacred song to meditate upon each word. Please give me the eyes, yeah, to see the pastimes of Radha and Krishna. Sakir Anugata Koro, please help me to follow in the footsteps of your Sakis. Nayane Heribo, Nayane are the eyes, please give me the vision of Radha and Krishna. And this song Prabhupada gave us as a meditation, as a focus on our actual goal. Yeah? We are our line of acharyas are all in the line of manjaris, little maid servants of Srimati Radharani. And so Prabhupada gave that focus already to us. Huh? And it is very, very helpful and powerful to meditate about the meaning of the song when we are worshipping Tulsi Devi in the morning. And now we are in the months of Kartik. It is even recommended to every day recite the Brinda Devi Ashtakam. There are 8 verses glorifying Srimati Tulsi Devi, Srimati Brinda Devi. Yeah? But it is said in this song that she is coming in the form of Tulsi, Nriloka, down to the earthly planet. Yeah? So this is about the nature of Tulsi Devi. She is a pure Vaishnavi, very exalted personality and very humble. When we aspire to become more tolerant than a tree, then we can take Tulsi Devi as an example. Now in Vrindavan during Kartik there are hundreds and thousands of pilgrims, and in the morning the temple is packed full with devotees, and all of them, like all the Matajis, walk around Tulsi and everyone wants to water her and everyone wants to touch her, and she's like pulled back and forth and overwatered like anything, but she's tolerating it. She's coming every day again, yeah? Allowing us to serve her in this way. Tulsi Devi, as a pure Vaishnavi, should be taken care of like we care for Radha and Krishna, for the deities. And we should have the same standard, actually, the same cleanliness standard in the Tulsi room where we care for Tulsi Devi, as where we cook for the Lord, as where we worship the Lord. Should not be any difference. We should pay utmost care and attention on cleanliness in the Tulsi room, that she feels comfortable, that she feels at home. Now, Tulsi is a pure Vaishnavi, but she appeared in a plant form, yeah, and she has some plant needs, yeah, and this is good to know. What are her needs as a plant? You have in your script. Now this is a bit difficult. I wanted the devotees actually to print for all of you the whole script, then you can make notes directly in the script. But now I see just you have no access now on the online script, or because we would need to now go through the different aspects how to care for the plant needs of Tulsi Devi, and it would be good if you intend to welcome Tulsi in her house, in your house, to take notes about these aspects. Somehow maybe you have pen and paper around and you can make notes in this way. Maybe they can just copy it. Yeah, maybe you just take this one page, yeah, where all these 6, yeah, exactly this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 copies. Yes? Tulasi Devi is Bhakti Devi, yes. Radharani is also Bhakti Devi. Yes and no. Achintya Beda Beda. Yeah, same and different. Same in purpose, to please the Lord, but different personalities. Bhakti Devi is personified in the form of Srimati Radharani. but also in the form of Tulsi Devi, because Tulsi, the Bhakta, can give bhakti, yeah, and Tulsi Devi is a very potent personality to give devotion, because she is fully absorbed in the pastimes of the Lord. And the same with Srimati Radharani. She reaches the highest level possible of devotional development, so to say. Yes, in the form of Srimati Radharani or in the form of Srimati Tulsi Devi. Yeah? Bhakti Devi is a person. We are personalists. Everything is personalized.
No,
yeah?
I've seen like Srimati Radharani form and
Mm-hmm.
Vrina Devi form.
Mm-hmm.
Bhakti Devi form.
No. Radharani is Bhakti Devi.
So it's the same.
Same. And Tulsi Devi is also Bhakti Devi. Yeah?
The expansion of Radharani.
Yes. You can say like this. Yeah? Yes. No, same. It's an expansion of Brinda Devi. Yes. But not the Tulsi Manjari which is Raghunath Das Goswami. A different one. Yeah? You understood? Anything unclear, Jivan Mukta? Yes? This is an expansion of Brinda Devi. Yeah? Not Raghunath Das Goswami. Okay? Raghunath Das Goswami in his spiritual form is Tulsi Manjari. But this is not the Tulsi Manjari who was cursed to take birth in the material world. Okay? So you have some pen? Yeah? Okay. Yes?
When we say realities, the reality is Vishnu Bhakti.
Yeah.
Why some say Krishna Bhakti?
Yeah, because they don't want to get Vishnu Bhakti, they want to have Krishna Bhakti.
But I heard that this is connected to a pastime with Vishnu. Which pastime?
This verse is originally Vishnu Bhakti. Therefore, we should not change the verse into Krishna Bhakti. We should say Vishnu Bhakti. Yeah? But when we water Tulsi Devi, she gives us Krishna Bhakti. Yeah? There in the verse it says Krishna Bhakti. Govinda Balvamdevim Bhakti Chaitanya Karinim Snapayami Jagatatring. I bathe you, O Mother of the Universe, Krishna Bhakti Brahmi. Please give me Krishna Bhakti. Yeah? But when we pay our obeisances to her, then it says Vishnu Bhakti. And we should just stay with that. Prabhupada, he said both. Sometimes he said Vishnu Bhakti, sometimes he said Krishna Bhakti. But the original Sanskrit is Vishnu Bhakti. This is just the pranam mantra of Tulsi Devi. Yeah? Then it might be from the one I just told you, because there Vishnu appeared to Tulsi Devi. Yeah? She was worshipping Vishnu. Yeah. Yeah, it's just agitating the devotees, no, because I don't want Vishnu Bhakti, but Krishna Bhakti, Krishna Bhakti. Then you say, then the one who is reciting the verse says Vishnu Bhakti, and then those who are repeating they say Krishna Bhakti, because and it's creating a bad energy. No need. Huh? Yes, it's no need. I once asked Jananiwas Prabhu why we say Vishnu Bhakti, no Krishna Bhakti, and there's no difference. Huh? No harm in saying Vishnu Bhakti. And also we should not just change the Sanskrit into wordings which fit us better. These verses were composed out of a certain reason, and they are for us to follow in that way. So now you got the paper with the 6 aspects of Tulasi care. The first aspect is light. Licht, yeah. It's in German and in English. Now Tulasi needs a lot of light. It is said that 4 to 5 hours direct sunlight, or if this is not available, 12 to 15 hours of artificial light. Yeah, quite a lot. And we have special plant lamps.
How many hours?
12 to 15 hours. It's really a lot. There are special plant lamps. You can Google for plant lamps. You get a huge variety, different also in qualities. Yes, yes. There are 2 kinds. The red light is supporting the flowers to grow, and the blue light is supporting the leaves to grow. Blue light. Yeah. Yeah, it might not be distinguishable for our eyes if it's now blue or red. But there are also lamps where we can clearly perceive a red light and a blue light. Yeah. Sometimes it's combined in one lamp. I heard that here in Singhachalang there is now also an donation fundraising going on for Tulsi lamps. Yeah. Yes, it's important actually. Prabhupada said Tulsi is a bhakti barometer. Yeah. There where Tulsi is growing nicely, it shows that a lot of devotion is there. But also we have to admit that to grow Tulsi in the West is a challenge. Yeah. It's like raising a kid. They are effective on diseases, extremely effective, and it needs a lot of attention. It's maybe easier to raise a kid than to raise Tulsi Devi, because the kid at one point is getting grown up and has his own life, but Tulsi is always there to we have always to care for her, yeah, even the more. This is also her special mercy on us, because then we keep thinking of her and never forget her. This is perfection. Yeah. Water, the water aspect of Tulsi Devi. Very easily she can be overwatered, and then she get yellow leaves and all the leaves fall down. Very easily she can have too less water and then she's wilting, and also her leaves become yellowish and fall down. Yeah, but which mantra is there? In the pranam mantra, yeah. Then that is a mistake. I get some minus bhakti points. Please change it. Please change it. It's I need to go again through the script. I found also another mistake in the explanation of Prabhupada Guru Puja. With the clothes, it's written towel. Yeah, it's not a towel, it's a present. Yeah. So yeah, every endeavor is covered by a mistake. We hear in Bhagavad Gita. Water, we are in the water aspect of Tulsi Devi. Out of my experience, is best is to water Tulsi completely through, that the water comes out on the bottom, and then we wait like 1 hour at most and pour out the water in the plate underneath the pot. And then we wait until the ground is again dry. Maybe 2, 3, 4 days. In winter time it takes more time until she's dried. In summertime she's faster dried out. And we can figure out how dry the ground is by testing with the finger a little bit under the surface. But very, very careful. Tulsi is not producing her root in depth. She is spreading her roots more in wide. Yeah. So when we go in with the finger, we can damage the root system. We should be very careful by doing that. And when she is dry, we again give water so much that the water comes out on the bottom of the pot. Yeah? The water should not be fresh from the tap. Of course, this is known to us when we have plants in our house. They don't like the fresh tap water. They prefer the water which has been standing a little bit and has room temperature. Even for Tulsi, it's nice if you have 2 buckets, you pour the water from the air into the other bucket and again back. You let the water run through the air, and like this it catches oxygen. Yeah? It takes on oxygen and then you can give it to Tulsi Devi. Number 3, humidity. Yes.
I heard that she likes taking showers.
Yes.
So you take the whole plant and you bath it.
Yes.
And let the water.
Yes. Either you sprinkle her with a shower or with a spray. Yeah? In summertime you can do that even twice, because Tulsi takes more humidity over the leaves than over the roots. Yeah? When you sprinkle her leaves become bigger, they grow. Yeah? She likes that to get a shower. But with the shower under the light we have to be very careful. Yeah? Because the drops of water, they act like enlarging glasses. Yeah? And then the sun, the light from the lamp is coming through and burns Tulsi. So when we sprinkle her, we should switch off the lamps. Yeah? Yes. Not directly from the tap. Yeah. It's too cold, yeah. And also because no oxygen in it. Therefore, let it flow through the air, and then oxygen is accumulated. Yes, yes, very individual. Not each Tulsi plant has same need of water. They are all individuals and need to be treated. You cannot just say now is like some that try to water Tulsi according to the moon phases. I don't have good experiences with that. Imagine it's summertime, hot summer day, and Tulsi is in need of water, but it's not a water day according to the moon calendar. Some they said, no, it's not time to water Tulsi. You want to let her suffer? No, you give her water, yeah, when she needs water. So yeah, this is about water. Your number 3 is temperature? Okay. My number 3 is humidity, but doesn't matter. So we first discuss temperature. She is coming from India, warm country. She doesn't like temperatures which are below 15 degrees. She doesn't feel comfortable. And if it's too hot, she also suffering. Higher than 24, 27 is too much for her. Yeah. Best is between 18 and 24. Not directly in the sunlight. No, she likes shade. Yeah. Morning sun is very comfortable for her. Yeah. Also, after having spent the whole winter inside, before we can expose her a little longer to the outside climate, we have to adjust her step by step. Yeah. Not immediately have her outside the whole day, but for some time, and then it's good actually if you have the opportunity to have Tulsi outside. She will become much stronger. Yeah, she likes to be outside. She will be more resistant also against diseases.
What about this thing that you put in the kitchen? Is it for humidity?
I don't know if this is about nutrition. Could be about humidity.
No, they told me by now to know if she needs watering to put this little machine.
I don't have so much faith in these machines. Yeah, I trust more my finger, my sense of perception. Is it dry? I give her water. Is it not dry? I don't give water. Yeah. Good. What is your number 4? Humidity. Okay. Yeah, Tulsi likes to have little wet climate, not a rainforest climate that the water is dropping from the ceiling. But still she likes to have quite a humid atmosphere, therefore it's nice to sprinkle her. In winter time better not to do. Summertime we can sprinkle her 2-3 times a day. She likes that a lot. In winter time we have to be careful because if it's too wet in the room, then it's danger that fungus is coming, no? On the leaves. The mildew, it says. It is like this white, looks like cotton on the top of the leaves. Yeah? Very, very fine. So humidity we need to see a little bit according to our circumstances. If we have like a greenhouse and we can adjust the humidity with fresh air, this is extremely important. If we want to create some kind of higher humidity than in a normal room, we need to also regularly open the windows and let fresh air in. This is what is actually the problem in Golokadam, that there is fungus now coming in the walls, no? Because not enough fresh air. Air circulation has to be there. For 5 minutes, open all the windows, let the air circulate, close it again, and then the humidity can again accumulate. There are also these, wie sagt man? Luftbefeuchter. It's kind of a machine you put in the middle of the room and steam is coming up. Yes, which could be used, but there one really has to take care about diseases, like that the fungus is not coming and that also fungus is not there in the room. This is a little bit a difficult point. To have Tulsi in the west to keep the humidity. It is easier in summertime. You can just open the window and then the air circulation helps. The soil. Tulsi needs a little bit sour soil. Then somebody of your trust has to take care of Tulsi. Yeah, you cannot leave her 1 month alone. Tulsi doesn't like to be in one spot one day and in another spot another day and moved around or taken care by another person in another place. She first needs to adjust. Yeah. Yes. Better give the key, let someone enter, take care in the known environment, and don't move her around all the time. Give her a spot in your apartment where she can stay and peacefully grow. Yeah. So the soil should be a little bit sour. There is in the Bauhaus in Germany, we have this earth which is for to raise small plants, Pflanzenanzuchterde. Yeah, Bio-Pflanzenanzuchterde. It's like ecological, special earth to grow small tulsi from the seed. This is working nicely. The pH value should be around 5.5 to 6.5. 7 is medium, and it should be a little bit to the sour side. 5.5 to 6.5. This is written on the package usually, no, when you buy the soil. Yeah. Yeah. 7 is medium. 7 is neither sour nor alkaline. This is just neutral practically. Yeah. Huh? Okay. What is next on your list? Nutrition. Nutrition. Okay. Nutrition. There are recipes of self-made nutritions. I'm not so much in favor of that, yeah? Because we never know, is it too sour or is it okay? Is it too heavy, then it will burn Tulsi's roots, yeah? And if it's too less, then it just has no effect. I always prefer to go with the one liquids which are offered on the market for bio plant nutritioners, and then how to say, Dünger, ja, Pflanzendünger, Bio-Pflanzendünger, and then follow nicely the instructions given on the plate, on the paper, how to mix it with water. Yeah, and we have to be very careful not to give a nutritioner on dry ground. Yeah, because when we do that, her root system is getting burned. Once a devotee called me, "Oh, my Tulsi is looking so bad," and I asked her, "What did you do?" "I just gave her a nutritioner." "Yeah, and how was the ground? Did you give her water before?" No, it was completely dry." Yeah, immediately Tulsi gets affected by that. First, the roots have to be a little bit moistened, like, yeah. No, it's written on the bottle when you buy a nutritioner. How to mix it with water. How much water, how much nutritioner. It doesn't matter how big your Tulsi is. Yeah? Usually when you buy a nutritioner, it's a concentrate. Yeah, it's a concentrate, like a syrup. You need to mix it with water, otherwise it's too strong. And how much to mix, you learn from the instructions on the paper. Yeah? This is about the nutritioner. Then Tulsi can produce diseases. What to do if Tulsi is getting sick? One option. Chant more intensive. Yeah, chant more intensive and create a spiritual atmosphere in the Tulsi room. Yeah, it's recommended to chant in front of Tulsi Devi. But of course, we also have to take precautions if Tulsi is getting sick. She has different diseases, like what we just heard before, this Mehltau. It looks like a white foam on the leaves. What to do if she has that? If the plant is still small, there is a soap which is called Medimix. It's an mixture of herbs, an Ayurvedic Indian soap. You take a bucket full of water, like lukewarm water. You take the soap, you make 2-3 times, you do like this with the soap, and the water becomes a little soapy. Yes? And then you cover the pot with alu foil, and you put her upside down into the water. Yeah? And then you leave her for 2-3 minutes. You take her, you put her in the water with in a bucket with fresh water. Yeah, that otherwise if you have her upside down, everything will fall into the bucket. Yeah? This is an option, but if she is too big, you cannot do like that anymore. Then there is a mixture of milk and water in the relation of 1 to 9. 1 part milk, 9 part water. You mix it, yeah, and spray Tulsi with that. This is against Mehltau, against this foam on the leaves. Yeah, it's like a white foam, like a white cotton, little hairs on. Yeah. Spider? No spider. No, this is a fungus. Yes, spider is another disease. Yeah? The red spiders. Spinnmilben in German. Yeah? Spider mites. Yeah. You can recognize that Tulsi is affected by spider mites when the leaves have yellow spots, because the spiders, they suck out the chlorophyll from the leaves, the green part of the leaves. They sit underneath. Usually we don't see, but we can see them when we spray Tulsi. And then when Tulsi has the main branch and the side branches come out, then between the side branch and the main branch you see little spider webs. But they're so fine, you can see them better if she is a little wet, yeah, because then the water drops, they stick in the web, and then you can see. If this is happening, we should help her with some liquid against spider mites, especially. You can find this also in botanic shop, in flower shops, in Bauhaus shops. Yeah, special liquid against spider mites. She needs professional help. There is not any, like, some say, yeah, you can use neem, or you can have a mixture of water with turmeric. Turmeric is a natural antibiotic, and it's bitter. If you take too much of it, we have also this bitter taste. But there, I'm not sure in which quantity you have to mix it that it's really effective. It's an experiment, yes. And with neem oil, it oils the whole plant. Yeah, it's also not so preferred to apply neem oil. Neem powder would probably work. Yeah, but also there I'm not sure in which relation. Water, huh? Lemongrass. In what way? How you do? Okay, Okay, I don't know. I don't know.
What about because sometimes there is like in the root,
Yes, sometimes she has black flies. Yeah, they come out from the soil. They are affecting the roots. What to do with these black flies? There is one option to cover the ground with bird sand. Bird sand is very fine sand. You can also get it in the Bauhaus. You have a 2 centimeter thick layer of bird sand. And when the flies come and they dig a hole to go down to the roots, they cannot go down because the sand is always again covering the holes. But this has the disadvantage that we have no access anymore to the ground. We cannot touch the ground to feel is it dry, is it wet, does she need water or not. Yeah? I don't like this method so much. There is another method. You take, I don't have it here anymore. You take matches. The heads of the matches are like schwefel, sulfur. Yeah? You put the heads in the ground, like 10 pieces, and the schwefel, the sulfur is dissolving, and these flies don't like the taste, and then they go away. Yeah? In Germany, we have one company which is originally there in Switzerland. So these two countries, they have this opportunity to turn to biocontrol company. Biocontrol company. They produce harmless Schädlingsbekämpfung. How?
maybe it will be in the translator. You think it will be in translator?
Yes.
Can you say that I can translate? So the matches used or unused?
Unused.
You can say.
Schädlingsbekämpfung.
Pest control.
Pest control. They have biological pest control. Biological pest control items. Yeah? So if there is this black fly, we call it in German Trauermücke. Yeah? Then this company has some kind of tubs, some tablets, which we put into the water for watering tulsi, and this is also asking the black flies to move on in a gentle way. Yeah? I'm not sure if it's killing them, I don't think so. It just produces an environment which is not anymore fly friendly. Yeah? There is another disease, the white flies. The white flies are extremely dangerous for tulsi. Extremely dangerous. Many years we did not have that anymore in Golokadam, luckily. We recognize them, their presence, when we see the leaves, the underside part of the leaves becoming sticky. Because this is a secret, a secret, a secret, what, a secret, what they send out, and they put their eggs under the leaves. Yeah, and they spread immensely fast, and they can destroy tulsi also very quickly. It spreads over all the tulsis if we don't care. Now sometimes we see even devotees hanging yellow sticky stripes on the ceiling. I personally don't like them, because these flies, they stick on these stripes with their wings and they die because they cannot become free anymore. This is a very cruel way of get rid of them. I don't like that version at all. I don't recommend to do that. Also, again, this bio control company, they have aggressors against these whiteflies. Yeah? You tell them how big is your Tulsi area, and they send you some little like envelopes where they have eggs, living eggs. And you put these little envelopes, you can hang them on the Tulsi trees. And after some days, some black animals come out. And then there is a war between the black ones and the white ones. Yeah? And usually the black ones win the game. Yeah? And if they have nothing anymore to eat, they just disappear. They don't harm Tulsi. Yeah? This is an... No, they move on. I don't know. They move on. Maybe they... Yeah, yeah. They go to... Next place. I never figured out where they end up, but it was not so much of my concern. We were rid of the white flies, so... No, they don't harm. They don't harm, actually. Also, what is of a very useful animal is the ladybird. Ladybug. Yeah. Marienkäfer. They look very sweet. They eat all these interferes. Yeah? They eat them up. Yeah? Also Blattläuse. Yeah? They eat. Then there is one disease which is very difficult to figure out. Very difficult to figure out, but very detrimental. Tulsi can die overnight from that disease. It is called in German Schorf or wrong Mehltau. Mehltau is what we just discussed with this white foam on the top of the leaves. And this fungus is called wrong foam, white foam. Yeah, it is not the real Mehltau. It's an other form of this fungus, and it appears in wilting of the leaves. And first look, we think, oh, she has dry air. Yeah, dry air and a lack of humidity in the air makes her leaves wilt. They just become brownish. And we think, oh yeah, maybe we have to give her a little spray her with water. But it doesn't stop. More leaves become brownish and fall off. And if we don't interfere early enough, she can pass away very quickly. There we need immediately, and I recommend to everyone who has Tulsi at home to already have in their liquid collection this medicine against Tulsi, because if we have this fungus once, it's very difficult to get rid of it. Yeah. There we really have to go to the flower shop, to a botanical shop, and ask a medicine for this Schorf. It's in German Schorf. Can you look up how it is in English? Schorf or Schorf. I don't know if you understand what I mean. No idea.
Scab, yeah. Scabs.
What is scab?
Scabs.
Scabs?
Yeah. It's like
Yeah, falscher Mehltau. Yeah, okay, I will.
Parche in Polish. Parche. The same word.
Yeah. Okay, okay.
Scab is, like sometimes humans have scabs, like they can bite the skin. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
Animals. No, it's not. It's not animal. It's not an animal.
Okay.
Can I speak the other name? Yeah. Falscher Mehltau. Wrong mildew. Wrong mildew. Yes.
Mildew.
Monchniak. Monchniak. Can you have this word? No. It's a name of like, it's a name. Yeah.
Yeah, but the other one we can write on the board, no? Can I see how it's spelled? Yeah. Wrong mile
Yeah,
do.
it's like somebody who is imitating. Yeah.
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 Mile do. Thank you. This is in German, Schorf. Or, yeah, this is wrong mile do, falscher Mehltau. No, this gives the wilting of the leaves, brownish dots on the leaves, and the leaves start to. You have the impression as it's like dried out. The leaves dry out. Yeah, they get brownish dots, and they fall down. Yeah, they fall down. And we have to immediately interfere. Immediately spray her. There is a liquid which is helping. Ja, ja, genau. Ja, exactly. Schachtelhalmextrakt. Yeah. Yes, it spreads immediately. Yeah. Okay, then we have a few more things about Tulsi Devi. There are 3 days where we don't pick Tulsi leaves. These are days where she just wants to have her peace. This is on full moon days. Purnima. Sorry? Bhakti, okay, Bhakti, we did not discuss so explicitly now, but Umtopfen is also there. Oh, okay. To repot her, I don't have the repotting point here. But the repotting point is, of course, also an important point when to repot Tulsi when she is double the size than the pot. Yeah? Yes. Take a pot where she can breathe, a clay pot which has a hole underneath. The water can circulate, the air can circulate, and the water can drain out underneath. It's good to cover the hole underneath and put little sand first for drainage, that the remaining water can go out and doesn't stay at the bottom of the pot. Yeah? And then take a little bigger pot, not too big, yeah? Not that she is lost in her new home. And check from time to time, lift the pot and see if the roots come out underneath. If they do, then it's time to give her a bigger pot. Do it very softly, don't remove the ground around her roots. It can damage her roots. Just take her out completely and put the whole bunch of roots with the ground together in a new pot. And then fill it out with new ground. Yeah? This is the repotting. And the bhakti aspect, chant in front of her, sing kirtan, be aware that you have a pure Vaishnavi in your home, care for her as you would care for deities, keep her clean, keep respect in front of, towards her, give her nice circumstances that she can grow, worship her, make maybe a little aretic if you have this capacity during the day, or at least sing the song for her, meditate on her, create a spiritual atmosphere. Be aware that your house is blessed with the presence of a pure Vaishnavi. Yeah? This is the bhakti aspect. There we can always improve. No? As we understand Tulsi, the beauty or the health of beauty is a bhakti barometer. If she is lacking in health, it means we can do a little more for her. Yeah? More attention, more singing, more chanting, more bhajans in the background. Yeah? Like this. Okay. On full moon days, Purnima, we don't pick Tulsi. On new moon days also. This is Amavasya. And on Dvadashi. This is the no leaves, yes. On Ekadashi we can take, yes. I better write. No, we should care for her needs. If she needs water, we have to give her also on Ekadashi, on Dvadashi, yeah? But not picking leaves. The Dvadashi is the day after Ekadashi. Okay, now I'm not such a good painter. Let's see if I can. You recognize? Wow, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Now I'm pacified. This is a flower, Tulsi Manjari. Yeah. How to pick her? First of all, how do we pick Tulsi leaves or manjaris at all? How we do that in general? With the hands, yes. Once Srila Prabhupada was asked by one of his disciples how we should do, and his answer was a bit challenging. He said, use your common sense, and if you don't have, then ask someone who has. Prabhupada was very straightforward. No? So, it might be that the stem is a little bit like wood, hard like wood. Then we cannot pick her with the hand without causing her pain. The main principle is not to cause her pain. Yeah? We should never use our fingernails. We should not pull her. We should use the fingertips and very softly take her off. Yeah? If this is not possible by hand, then we use scissors. But we should have special scissors just for Tulsi. Not the one scissors with which we cut our fingernails. Yeah. It should be really a scissor which is only for Tulsi. Now, when we have this kind of branch, and here, let's say, is the continuation and so on. Now, here she spread into two, huh? And then she had one set of leaves, two set, three set, four sets, and the flower. 1, 2, 3. We should not cut. That means we can cut here. Yeah? We should not cut here and leave this stem. Then Tulsi will produce, will push her nutrition, her liquid, until here, and here is blocked. She cannot continue to grow here. This is uncomfortable for her. But if we pluck her right here, she will produce two new branches. One here, one here. Yeah? 3 sets of leaves after she has spread. We should leave, and then we can cut her. This is one thing. Now, let's say here is another set of leaves. We cut here, and then she spreads into 2 directions further. Now we have the manjari with 2 sets of leaves. The manjari should be offered always with the flower and 1 set of leaves, at least. Not only the flower. Always add at least 1 set of leaves. If you cut here, then you have 2 leaves which you can use for your offerings, plus the manjari, which you can also use for offerings. Yeah? Don't let the manjari grow too long. It's very uncomfortable to have such a long manjari on the food preparations. Yeah? Offer it to the lotus feet of the deities. Not for food offerings. I would not. It's like 1 centimeter for food offerings, and the longer ones they go for shalagram shilas or for lotus feet for the deities. Yeah? Because they become very hard. It's uncomfortable to chew on them. Yeah? Should be very soft, small. Okay. There are 2 mantras also in your books. When you pick Tulsi, you don't just go there and pick the leaves, but you approach her in a humble mood and you ask her, please Tulsi Devi, allow me to pick your leaves. O Tulasi Amrita Chanmasi, you are of nectarian birth. Sadatvam Keshava Priya. You are very Priya, you are very dear to Keshava, which is the name of Krishna. Keshavartam Chinomi Tvam. Chinomi are the leaves, Tvam is yours. Keshavartam, it's for Keshava, to please Keshava. Keshavartam Chinomitvam Varada Bhava Sobane. Please grant me your boon. This is also in your script. Yes. Yeah. And then either we speak it in our mother tongue or we use the mantra. And once we are done with the picking, we apologize to her for having caused any pain to her. Chayanod bhava dukamcha yad riditava vartate tat kshamasva chaganmata o Brinda Devi namostute. Jayanod bhava dukamcha. Jayanod are again the leaves. Dukamcha, if I caused you pain. Jayanod bhava dukamcha. Yad ridi tava vartate. In your ridi, in your heart. If it caused pain in your heart when I picked your leaves. Jayanod bhava dukamcha. Yad ridi tava vartate. Tat kshamasva jaganmata. Oh, Mother of the universe. Tat kshamasva jaganmata. Oh, Brinda Devi namostute. Oh, Brinda Devi, I offer my respectful obeisances to you. Please forgive me this offense. Yeah? This is then what we speak in the end. It is also, this mantra is also there in your script. Jai Tulsi Maharani. Jai. We are just speaking about her. And she appears amongst us. Very nice. Actually, we did not speak about how to perform Tulsi Aratik. It has little less items than for Srila Prabhupada Guru Puja. We offer incense, lamp and flower to her. Yeah? Incense, lamp and flower, but in the same way as we offer all the other items. Same amount of circles. Jai Tulsi Maharani. Welcome, welcome. Very beautiful. Means there is a lot of devotion in Singhachalang. Very beautiful, Tulsi. Strong. Very nice. Yeah, very nice. Not how to pick up. We should not pick up when the sun has set. And we should not pick before the sun has risen. Yeah? Then the plants are sleeping. Yeah? Any plant we should not pick when there is the sun already down or not yet up. But we can check if we have a leaf. Like here we have quite a big manjari. Yeah? A big manjari here. Yeah? Very beautiful. Now here she spread. Okay? Then she has one set of leaves, two set of leaves, three set of leaves.
And you said we have to cut in this place.
Yes. There you see already the new sprouts coming.
So before them, not to cut them.
Yeah, yeah, not to harm them. Huh?
Okay.
Maybe Sundari, you come on this side, you can look better. This is manjari, yes. Huh? This is the manjari. Yeah? And we cut here. Yeah?
I can make a picture and then I can send it to the group. So you can show maybe with this, like where to cut and then...
Here.
Okay.
Yeah? Because here she spread from the stem, and then she has one set of leaves, two sets of leaves, three sets of leaves. Yeah? And here you can take her. And then you have still two leaves which you can offer separately, and you have the first two leaves together with the manjari to offer. Yeah?
Is there a way we can also show the camera?
Like this manjari here.
Anyhow, it's on the board. No, it's on the board. It's same as. Yeah, yeah. Huh? It's here. This is your pen, huh? Jivan Mukta, sorry. Yes?
And this manjari here is already big.
This is very big. This is flowering. Here actually we very nicely see what kind of tulasi she is. There are two kinds of tulasi. Yes, there is Shyam tulasi. She has the lila flowers like this. And there is Ram tulasi. She has the white flowers. Yeah? And we can recognize her on the flowers. When it's lila, then it's a Shyam Tulasi. When it's white, it's Ram Tulasi. The Ram Tulasis, they don't have such reddish stems. Yeah, she is more
Greenish.
greenish. Yes, and darkish it means she's a Shyam Tulasi. Yeah?
Ram or Shyam?
Ram and Shyam. Mhm. Yeah. Okay. Any questions to Tulasi Devi? Yes. Yes, Tulsi Devi, of course, is a pure Vaishnavi, and we have to always approach her with utmost respect. Yeah, when the ladies are in their period, we should not care for her. We should not pick her leaves. We should not touch her. Yeah. When we wash our hands, no problem. Yeah. But when we have already still prasadam on our hands and we go and touch her, of course this we should avoid. Not necessary. Not necessary. Not necessary. Yeah. This depends also on the standard of the temple. The temple is setting the standard of how to care for Tulasi. If you have Tulasi in your home, then no need. In case if you especially have like the Tulasi Seva, then you need to inquire what is the proper standard for each temple, how to care for her. In Golokadam we don't have this high standard, although she should be worshipped in the same standard of cleanliness like we worship the deities. Yeah. But we have a huge amount of Tulasis, and it's not that easy to always keep the same standards in cleanliness. We try our best, but she's also growing outside in a glass house, so it's a bit different circumstances. Yeah? There is the principle: we are no fanatics. Yeah, it should be common sense how to deal with Tulsi Devi, how to care for her. Yes?
There are some pots who can breathe with holes and adjusting the size.
Is it?
Yeah, I post them in our WhatsApp group.
Okay.
You can see them.
Adjusting in size.
Yeah, because they are not fixed.
Uh-huh.
Different material that it just can expand and modify.
Uh-huh.
So you don't have to move there.
Okay.
They have holes, so it breathes.
Okay. I never heard about that. Yes, please. Post it in the group. Thank you. Okay. Already. Thank you. Yes, please.
So this mantra mudra,
Bichakshara mudra. Mm-hmm.
we do first we put the water, no, sorry, the tulsi.
Yes.
We do atmosphere hot,
Yeah.
and then we do the mudra.
Yeah.
And then we start
Offering. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Of the mudra. Bichakshara mudra. This is from the Boga offering. When we were purifying the Boga, we sprinkled water over the plate. Yeah, first we took water on our right hand, and then we sprinkled it from left. We spoke the mantra Om Astraya Pat into the water, and we sprinkled the water from left to right over the offering, and then we had the like this Bichakshara mudra, counting 8 times the syllable Om for installing Ganga water, and for when we were offering to Lord Chaitanya, we spoke the Om Goraya Namaha or Kling Goraya Namaha. Yeah, 8 times. This is the Bichakshara mudra. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, Jai Gopinath Mataji. It's I would not widersprechen. What is this in English? Contradict. I don't know who said like that. I learned both is possible. You are right. Tulsi is always pure. Doesn't need to be purified. Doesn't need to be spiritualized. It's not an offense to do it before. Yeah. Okay. Good. If everything is clear, then we are through our first part of the seminar. Tomorrow morning, we need the 4 hours, 3.5 hours at least, to discuss the whole process of the puja. Yeah, we go through it step by step. For this, we will then have the screen. I will show it on the screen, not on the board. It's easier. And then tomorrow afternoon, we will have a demonstration of a full puja performance. It takes at least 2 hours. I hope we will be able to do it in 2 hours. But because it is with explanations, it may even take a bit longer, but much longer we cannot go, otherwise we interfere with the temple program. Anyhow, we could maybe start a little earlier, yes. Just to be sure. Then if we are done earlier, we can finish earlier, yeah? And then we will split in groups of 3. I thought the 2 of you can be one group, 2 Prabhus. And then we will split you in 2 or 3 groups. Let's see, there are a few more joining us. Venuya will come, one more lady will come, maybe also Gopi Gita. And then each group gets a full puja set with practicing deities. And you will go through the process yourself. And each one will get a turn to do the puja, yeah, yourself. And I will just go from group to group and assist and help in whatever way necessary. So tomorrow practically again 1 more day of theory, and then we will go into practicing. Okay. Most probably Thursday afternoon we will have Ramananda Gopal coming to tell us a few things about specifically worshipping Lord Nishingadev. Thursday afternoon. Yeah. And then the full Friday again is practicing day. Okay? Good. Thank you very much for your attention. Have a wonderful evening with the Damodara Ashtakam. And see you again tomorrow, 10 o'clock. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.